As a former U.S. Navy sailor who doesn't really care about being canceled, I feel that I need to address these USS Abraham Lincoln claims, because I've had a lot of keyboard warriors in my comments. The USS Abraham Lincoln has been on an extended deployment for over 260 days in the Middle East. Claims that they've been making are non-functioning toilets and showers, broken plumbing, and limited freshwater supplies. Next is shortage of food and basic provisions. And honestly, there's been a lot of concerns about mental health and the morale on board the USS Abraham Lincoln. Now, I've seen pictures of half a scrambled egg circulating on the internet. Now, regardless of you volunteered for the job, you're in the military, suck it up, get over it. As a former U.S. Navy sailor, actually, let's look at it as a human being, because that's what they are, and that's what we all are. Let me ask you a question. As a human being, how would you feel if you were barely eating, you were on a repetitive routine, you were stuck with no cell phone, no outside communication to your family members, and you were sitting on board a warship with 5,000 people, and the only place that you can really call your own is a tiny 6-foot rack? How would you feel when every day becomes repetitive and you're standing watch doing the same thing constantly over and over again, possibly in an engineering space, possibly in a dark room such as Combat Information Center, staring at radars, always on alert because you're worried about the Iranian Navy surrounding you and possibly firing at you, and you're at a threat of loss of your life? Don't you think you'd be mentally burned out as well, and bringing these conditions to the surface? These people have families, they have wives, they have husbands, they have sons, daughters, other family members who they can't even reach out to. And all they have is each other to rely on. But everybody in there is falling apart due to the stress, the mental environment, the pacing, the long hours standing watch. Sometimes you're port and starboard, man. Sometimes you're on watch for over 20, 30, 40-hour days. Imagine doing that for nearly a year straight. Most of y'all complain about doing y'all's job for the 9 to 5. So yes, I understand that there's a lot of veterans. There's a lot of people who have never served. And there's a lot of people that say that they defend our U.S. military troops. But as soon as our U.S. military troops and this generation seems to bring all of these problems to the surface, about their hygiene, about their living conditions, about the food that they're eating, about the way that it is, when we have